We're going to start in a child's pose if I'm ever ready. Let's get, okay, pin here. Hello, welcome back. Happy New Year. I'm not muted. We're on. Okay, sorry. Oh, welcome. That's fun. Happy New Year. Let's start out in child's pose. Big toes together. I'm ever ready. Knees apart. Walk your hands forward, away from you. And on an exhale, soften down. Arrive. Bring your awareness to the present moment. To the breath. Take a moment to see what you can see in terms of peripherally, right in front of you, a lightly blurry mat. All aspects of the present moment, what you can feel. Walk your hands in just enough to thread the right arm underneath the left for a thread the needle variation. I'm going to keep my forehead down, trying to level off the shoulders. Smooth out the breath, especially when we are first starting out. Shift so that the right ear, the right side of the head is down. Place the left hand on top of the right. Let's try to press the left elbow straight, twisting the middle upper back. Release. Let's press into the left hand to lift up and switch sides. Walk the right arm forward. The left will thread underneath. Got that. And just feel heavy, feel the shoulder stretching. Feel how the breath presses into the joints. And then switch so that the ear is down. Place the right hand on top of the left. And try to press the right elbow straight. Come back to the center. Tabletop, press up to all fours. Let's tuck the toes and draw some circles, creating some movement in the body, right, forward, back and around. Feeling the feet stretch. Feeling the torso open up, the weight distribution between the hands. And then tabletop. 3, cat, cow. Inhale, arch, press the tops of the feet down. And exhale to round. Press everything away. Let these build. Inhale, open up. And exhale, pull in the stomach, tuck the tailbone. Once more. Long exhale. Neutral spine. Extend the right leg back and up. Feeling the hamstring engage, redistribute the weight between your hands. Bend the right knee and let's draw some circles to the right, down, back, and around. Using some strength to explore the range of motion available. Reach the right leg back and up again. Hamstring strength, pull in the core. Place the right toes on the mat. Let's move back and forth as we stretch the calf and the foot. If you like to stretch out your wrists or forearms, you can dial the hands out or all the way around here. That's kind of a lot. All right, tabletop. Scan right to left. Start to feel what's happening. Reach the left leg back and up. Notice how the leg starts to feel a little bit heavier. And bend the knee. Create about a right 90-degree angle. And draw circles. Left, back, down, and around. Left leg extends. And then place the toe back on the mat or the toes and press back and forth. It's like lifting and lowering the heel into the calf, table, top, cat, cow, just one. Inhale to arch. Long exhale, round. Neutral. Puppy pose. Walk your hands a couple of palm prints down in front of you. Bring the forehead to the mat. Leave the hips over the knees. Smooth out the breath. Sphinx pose. Shift the weight forward. Prop up onto your forearms. Tops of the feet are down. Let's press under the elbows, the wrists, the hands as you pull the chest through. Press the shoulders down, press the hands down. Lower your forehead down to the left hand. Pull the right foot in for a quad stretch. Press your hips down. Keep the breath smooth. Switch sides. Release. Left arm out, palm down, shoulder height, roll onto the left hip. Try to keep the left hand flat, evenly. Switch. Roll onto the right hip, extend the right arm out. Ooh, my back just cracked so many times. And open the right chest. Back to your stomach. Let's do one cobra. Tops of the feet are down. Elbows in close. Flex the toes against the mat. That'll make the thighs engage. Lift up halfway and hold. Lower down. Press up to upward facing dog. So you'll just kind of wiggle your way up there, opening up the front of the body nice and slowly. Make sure the weight is not in the heels of the palms. You want it distributed evenly, more toward the front actually. Shoulders away from the ears. Dip onto the left hip. Look over the right shoulder for the right back corner. And switch. And back to center. Press the tops of the feet down. Maybe the knees lift. Open up. Breathe in again. Exhale back. Child's pose, but prop up onto your elbows. Walk them a little bit away from you and place each hand on its shoulder as we get into the triceps. Also, use this moment to see what you can see again. Notice how you've shifted your energy, your focus, but you're still in the present moment. Extend your arms out in front of you. Tabletop. Tuck the toes. Hover the knees. Try not to arch up and back like you're almost already going into down dog. Try to just lift the knees. Downward dog. Press up, press back. Pedal it out. The upper body is a lot more open than the lower body is at the moment. Just keep that in mind as you scan and feel what downward dog feels like right now today. Make your way to the top of the mat. Relax over both legs. You can keep the knees soft, accessing the entire back body a little bit at a time. Make sure the feet are together or close. Bend the knees. Utkatasana. Lift the upper body. Wiggle the toes. Weight is in the heels. Hands about shoulder width, palms face each other. Sit a little bit lower as you reach the fingertips away from the tailbone. Stand up, bring the palms to touch, minimize extra movement. Gratitude for your practice. Inhale, reach the arms wide and overhead. Let's keep them about shoulder width, lengthen the tailbone down, shoulders down. Inhale, look up, reach up. Swan dive forward over both legs. Long exhale. Right foot steps back, lunge. Tall on the toes of the back foot every time. Lower the hips down, keeping a right angle with the left leg. Inhale, lower the right knee, shoulders draw back. Feel the right hip flexors. Long exhale, try to press both legs straight, pyramid pose. Press through the back heel. Lunge, keep the back knee lifted. Lunge twist, draw in the core, right hand down, left arm opens. Left hand down. Inhale, lower the right knee, shoulders back. Long exhale, pyramid pose. Lunge, try to keep the back leg straight. Just lift onto the toes as you bend the left knee. Lunge twist, right hand down, left arm up. Left hand back down. Step to the top of the mat. Forward fold over both legs. Keep the knees soft. Scan right to left. Press to stand. Arms reach overhead. Interlace the fingers. Index fingers out. Press a button on the ceiling for 3 breaths. Lift out, forward, fold. Left foot back, lunge. Set it up. Feel a stretch in the back foot. You're launching forward. Draw in the core as the hips start to open and keep the right knee over the ankle. Inhale, lower the left knee. Shoulders draw back and make sure the knee stays over the ankle with the front leg. A nice time to check to see if you are rolling in on the arch of the front foot as well. Long exhale, pyramid pose. Maybe the legs straighten, maybe they don't. Maybe the next set. Lunge, keep the back knee lifted. Lunge, twist, left hand down, right arm up. Right hand down. Inhale, lower the left knee, shoulders back. Oh no, there's a butterfly in here, I think. Never mind. Press both legs straight as best as you can. Lunge, lunge, twist, left hand down, right arm up. Right hand back down. We are back to the top of the mat. Long exhale over both legs. Find that much more space. Round up to standing. Inhale, arms overhead. Arms up or back bend, 3 breaths. Lift out and forward fold over your legs. Uttanasana. Halfway lift, inhale, think long, flat back. And from this look up position, hands down, plank pose. A little bit of strength, a little bit at a time. Squeeze the legs, a little puff up through the shoulder blades. Vinyasa back to downward facing dog. That's 1 or 2 chaturanga push-ups. Knees up or down. Inhale to upward facing dog. Long exhale back to downward facing dog. Balance on the left foot as you lift the right leg back and up. Keep the hips square, foot flexed. Think about opening up the triceps to bring the chest closer to the standing leg. Squeeze the right leg a little bit higher. Two feet. Left leg back and up. Squeeze the left glute. Press the underneath, or press the hands down to open underneath the armpits and triceps. 2 feet. Lower your knees to the mat. 1 cat-cow. Inhale, arch. Exhale, round. Neutral spine. Puppy pose. Walk the hands toward the top of the mat. And open up again under the chest, the shoulders as you bring the forehead down. Try not to hold the breath. Into Sphinx Pose. Make this strong. Prop up on to your forearms, shoulders away from the ears as you arch and pull the chest through. Release. Cactus, the left arm. Roll onto the left hip. This will be a deeper opening in the chest and shoulder. Just be mindful. Switch. Roll onto the right side. Right palm down. And back to your stomach. 1 floor bow. Oops, sorry. Hold on to the outsides of your feet. So again, the upper body is more stretched out than the lower body. Use that space. Imagine that stretch happening across the chest. Exhale almost all the air out. And then inhale, inflate, open up the chest. It's a little early to do this, so don't go all out, please. Release. Press up to a tabletop. And back to child's pose for the tricep stretch. Walk the elbows a little bit farther away and sit back. Bring each hand to its shoulder. Release. Place your forearms on the mat, about forearm distance apart. Press down before you even think about lifting your legs. Start to press underneath the palms, the wrists, the elbows. Tuck the toes. Dolphin. Walk the feet in a little bit and continue to open up through the triceps. Press down under the hands and the wrists. Inhale, lift onto the toes. Feel the weight shift forward a little bit. And lower the heels back down. Lower the knees to the mat. Tabletop, downward facing dog. Stand on the left foot, lift the right. This time let the hip open, squeeze the right glute. Open up the triceps. Press extra into the right hand to level the shoulders. Point the top foot. Pigeon right side. Right knee behind the right wrist. The foot is across. Take your time, sit up. Trying to square your hips to the top of the mat. And on an exhale, relax over the right leg. Monitor your thoughts. Keep them present. Keep them kind. Smooth out tension as it reveals itself. It's such a subtle thing to start to notice and feel, but the more you concentrate on it, the more you notice just little things. Like, okay, I know I clench my jaw, but I've noticed as I pay more attention, I clench and I go like a little to the left. Okay, fun fact. But it's just, that's where I have to scan, and then that releases, and then we're back in pigeon. Smooth out the breath. And take a moment to feel your arms, feel your triceps, the shoulders. Bring your awareness to the back foot, the calf, the thighs, the breath. Stay there for a few more breaths, or lift up, sit up, and find your quad stretch. Make your way back to a three-legged dog. Press into the hands. Move mindfully, consciously, move with quality. You're going to reach the right leg back and up again. Open up the arms. Squeeze the right glute. Press the left heel down. Lizard lunge right side. Step the right foot to the top of the mat, the right side of it, so both hands are inside. Lower the left knee. Make your way to props or forearms. And breathe. Keep your thoughts present. Couple more rounds of smooth breathing. We're going to make our way back to a three-legged dog with the right leg up. Place your hands on the mat, walk the right foot to between them, stand on the left, lift the right leg back up, reach so much, squeeze, open up. Downward facing dog. Upward facing dog. Lift onto the toes, tuck the chin, and ripple through. Keep the toes tucked. And exhale back to downward dog. Once you get there, balance on the right foot, lift the left. Watch these progress. So we're doing this now before we open up the hip some more. So just squeeze, lift, feel. Point the top toes. Open up the triceps. Pigeon left side. Hips try to square, bubble, into the top of the mat. Try to get the left shin someday to parallel to the top edge of the mat, and we will fold forward. Soften down and breathe. Smooth out tension wherever you can find it. Sometimes you do have to go looking for it. Let's practice that scan again. So just feel the top of the back foot. Bring your awareness to the knee, the right hamstrings, the front leg. Relax the shoulders and smooth out the breath. Few more breaths there. Option 2, find your quad stretch or just practice sitting up. We're going back to Callie. Just kidding. Left three-legged dog, left leg back and up. Oh, bad joke. Unless you laughed. Open up the triceps. So right now my triceps are not opening up like I want them to because my mat is sliding. Press down, open up, squeeze the left glute. Let the hip open. Lizard lunge, left side. Take your time. Soften down. Take your time. All right. Three-legged dog. Press into the hands. Remember, like a whole few minutes ago, how we were feeling how it felt before opening the hips. Feel the progress you've made. Balance on the right leg. Lift the left back up. Open the triceps. Squeeze the leg. Squeeze the glute. Point the toe. Downward facing dog. Upward facing dog. Ripple through. Back to child's pose. Prop up onto your elbows and stretch out the triceps again. I think the upper body's going to be a little bit of a theme for a few classes. Heads up. Dolphin, dolphin plank, excuse me. Sheesh. Dolphin plank. Ha, there we go. Set up your forearms, tuck the toes, and lift the legs. Press up underneath, or press down underneath the wrists, the hands, the elbows. And let's move back and forth a little bit, like lifting and lowering the heels. And be still. Walk the feet in for dolphin. Open up the triceps. Press the mat away. Inhale, lift onto the toes. Press under the wrists again. Exhale, lower the heels or press them back. Carefully balance on the left leg. Lift the right leg. Keep the hips square, foot flexed. Lift onto the toes of the left foot. Dolphin. Almost there. Balance on the right foot. Lift the left leg. Keep the hips square. Press under the wrists and lift onto the right toes. Dolphin. Lower your knees to the mat. Tabletop. Downward dog. Oh, that feels good in the upper body. Lower your knees to the mat. Puppy pose. Walk your hands forward. And you might be able to bring the chin down to the mat. Sphinx. Where did I go? Sphinx pose. Prop up on to your forearms. So open in the chest. Press down. Shoulders away from the ears. Pull the chest through. Bring the forehead down to the left hand. Pull the right foot in for a quad stretch. Press the hips down. Switch. Release. Either straight arm or cactus, the left arm. Palm down, roll onto the left hip. Switch. Roll onto the right hip. Stretching the right arm shoulder, chest. Come back to center, floor, bow. Use all that space now from the hips and the chest, knees about hip width. Exhale almost all the air out. Inhale, lift, open up. Really try to relax through the chest. Lower down, don't let go. Jack. And press into the hands again, lift up. Lower down, we're going back once more. Open up. Feel this in the legs, feel the strength in the thighs. Feel the opening in the chest. Ooh, release. Tabletop. Child's pose on the elbows. One more time. Release. Tabletop. Downward dog. Feel so much length through the legs, the back, especially the upper back and shoulders. Tabletop. Let's lie down on our back. Let the shoulders open up, spread out. Hug the right knee in. And twist. Cross to the left, reach the right arm out and away from you, palm down, unless that bothers the shoulder. Roll back to your back and extend the right leg out away from you. Arms overhead, full body stretch. And draw the left knee in. Squeeze. And twist. Guide the leg across to the right. And back to center, reach the whole body long. Hug both knees in. Head and neck back. Bring the soles of the feet together, the knees are apart. Reclining butterfly. Hands can be by your sides. You can have one hand on the heart or stomach or either or both. I will close our practice together. Let's take a moment, let the eyes close. And all you have to do is exist. I will be in touch. Keep the eyes closed. Breathe in a really deep breath. Pause at the top. Long exhale. Near the end of the breath, let's start to move. Blink the eyes open. Try to feel the light entering your eyes. And let's make our way to a comfortable seated position. Sitting up tall. Roll the shoulders back and down. And let's take a side body stretch. Right hand down, left arm up and over. Keeping the peace, the calm you've cultivated. Let's switch sides with you as you go about your day. Continue to move consciously, stay with your breath, and your day will be better, I promise. Closing breath, let's reach the arms wide overhead. Inhale, look up, reach up. Long exhale, hands down. Gratitude for your practice. I am beyond lucky, grateful to have your presence. Until next time, namaste. First class of the year. All right, guys, thank you for being here. I have to remember my camera's up there now. Thank you. Whoa, hair.
Alex, I didn't
Yeah.
see anything on the schedule for Friday.